Welcome to Gerald Khalil's Conversation Piece. I share my thoughts on social content in sports, politics, and entertainment. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This weekend brings us to the divisional round of the NFL playoffs with some intriguing matchups. While last week's wild card round only gave us one close game, this round promises to be different. Let's take a look at the matchups. Game 1 on Saturday has the Houston Texans traveling to Kansas City to take on the defending champion Kansas City Chiefs. The Texans made it here thanks to a 32-12 blowout win over the Los Angeles Chargers, where they intercepted Charger quarterback Justin Herbert 4 times. Texan quarterback C.J. Stroud was very efficient, going 22 for 33 for 282 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. They look to continue the momentum against a Chiefs team that hasn't played its starters in almost 24 days. It will be the 6th time the Texans have played for a spot in the AFC Championship game. They lost all the previous 5. The Chiefs are attempting to become the first team in NFL history to win 3 straight Super Bowls. I believe that the Chiefs will be rusty, but just good enough to advance. So I'm picking the Chiefs to advance to the AFC Championship. Game 2 on Saturday has the Washington Commanders going to Detroit to take on the Lions. Last week's 23-20 win over Tampa Bay was the Commanders' first playoff win in nearly 2 decades. Quarterback Jaden Daniels threw for 268 yards and 2 touchdowns, joining C.J. Stroud and Brock Purdy as rookie quarterbacks to win playoff games in the past 3 seasons. The Lions entered the game as the top NFC seed for the first time in their history. They are 2nd overall in offense, 1st overall in points scored. They are also a +9 in turnover differential. A key matchup is Detroit's running game against Washington's defense. Running back David Montgomery will play for the first time in a month, which restores one of the NFL's best backfields. Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs averaged a combined 139 yards rushing during the regular season, and the Commanders rank among the league's worst in run defense, allowing 138 yards per game. They gave up 101 yards in last week's win at Tampa Bay. The Lions have been hot all season long, and I believe they have destiny on their side. So I'm picking the Lions to advance to the NFC Championship. Game 1 on Sunday has the Los Angeles Rams traveling to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. Both of these teams won their wild card matchups in comfortable fashion. And because of the California wildfires, the Rams hosted their home game in Arizona with a 27-9 blowout win over Minnesota. The Rams defense forced Viking quarterback Sam Darnold into a fumble, which was returned into a touchdown, an interception, and sacked him 9 times. The Eagles won their home wildcard game against the Green Bay Packers 22-10. Quarterback Jalen Hurts tossed 2 touchdown passes after his return from a 3-week layoff due to a concussion. Saquon Barkley rushed for 119 yards on 25 carries. The Eagles' defense was great. They recovered a fumble, picked off Jordan Love 3 times. Now, these teams played during the season in which the Eagles won 37-20 in Los Angeles. In the game, Barkley had 302 yards from scrimmage. He rushed for 255 yards and had 2 touchdowns. The touchdowns were for scores of 70 and 72 yards. Without a doubt, how the Rams handle Barkley is a key matchup. I was impressed with how the Rams handled the Vikings last week with everything going on with the wildfires. And I wasn't overly impressed with the Eagles' win over the Packers. I like the Rams' chances if Matt Stafford doesn't turn the ball over. Give me the Rams in an upset. Game 2 on Sunday is the marquee matchup. The Baltimore Ravens take on the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. Last week, the Ravens handled the Pittsburgh Steelers 28-14, where Lamar Jackson threw for 2 touchdowns and rushed for 81 yards. Derrick Henry rushed for 186 yards and 2 touchdowns. The The Bills stumped the Denver Broncos 31-7, where Josh Allen was super efficient. He completed 20 out of 26 passes for 272 yards and 2 touchdowns. James Cook had 23 carries for 120 yards and a touchdown. The matchup, which pits the NFL's 2 leading MVP candidates, will be played in temperatures expected to dip below 10 degrees Fahrenheit. The teams did play earlier this year, in which Baltimore trounced Buffalo 35-10 in Week 4. The Bills are challenged in finding a way to slow Derrick Henry, who had a season-best 199 yards rushing against them in September, including an 87-yard touchdown run on the Ravens' first offensive snap. However, since that game, the Bills have adopted both nicely offensively and defensively. I'm up in the air who's going to win, and this is a very evenly matched game. But I'm going to go with the Ravens in the thriller. Leave a comment, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.